For the longest time, we have judged zombie movies, or well, anything belonging to the horror genre, on a weird set of parameters, with the most important one being realism. I used to think like that too. That said, after a point, reviewing them like that seemed a little unfair, because there was no precedence for such events. How can anyone say for certain what would lead to a zombie apocalypse? How can anyone say for certain how governments and the armies under them would react? How would people react? The filmmakers were just guessing. But then the COVID 19 pandemic happened, and we saw, and we still are seeing how a disease spreads, how governments react to them, and how radically people change within a matter of months, literally and metaphorically. I don't know about everyone else. However, upon viewing Army of the Dead through this lens created by this horrific situation, I think it is one of the most realistic zombie movies ever made. Army of the Dead is directed by Zack Snyder, the story is by Snyder, and the screenplay is by Snyder, Shay Hayton, and Joby Harold. It features Dave Bautista, Ella Purnell, Omari Hardwick, Huma Qureshi, and more. आपको पता रहता और कौन है इफ़ यू सैट थ्रू द क्रेडिट्स। नेटफ्लिक्स का तो आदत है वो वाले सेक्शन में आते ही वो विंडो मिनिमाइज कर देने का और लेटेस्ट जो भी मूवी या शो आ रहा है उसका ट्रेलर दिखाने का। मैंने तो सेटिंग्स में जाके उसको बंद करके रखा है, मिनिमाइज तो फिर भी हो जाता है। खैर उसका क्या ही कर सकते हैं। बोलो नेटफ्लिक्स को टू लेट यू सिट थ्रू द क्रेडिट्स, नहीं तो इधर ऐसे देखना पड़ेगा। और देखते देखते इस वीडियो को लाइक और शेयर कर देना, चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कर देना और कमेंट्स में जाके बताना कैसा लगा ये मूवी एंड वेयर डज इट रैंक अमॉन्ग्स स्नाइडर्स फिल्मोग्राफी। Army of the Dead literally opens with a mystery box. We know nothing of its origin or why the zombies behave the way they behave. Yeah, a few ground rules are established about what leads to the zombie's sentience or the lack of it, and then it concludes with a bunch of open threads. Now we know why that's the case. There's an animated prequel series in the making called Army of the Dead Lost Vegas, which will chronicle the early days of the apocalypse, and there's a spin off series starring Dieter titled Army of Thieves. However, that has its pros and cons. Pros first. The focus is primarily on the heist, the father daughter relationship between Scott and Kate, and the nuke that's about to be dropped in order to destroy the zombies. There's not a lot of world building going on. They are right on the edge of the script, just out of view, but never the focus of the story. And that allows us to examine how these people react or adapt to this weird scenario. Or maybe it's not that weird. If there's X million dollars or rupees or whatever's the currency of your country just lying there, won't you make a run for it? I would. Even if there's the danger of the goalpost of the mission being shifted midway. If you have a broken relationship with your loved one, wouldn't you try to mend it, even if you have to go through hell? Yeah, you would. And I think that particular aspect has an added layer of tragedy when you look into Snyder's history. And lastly, would a government nuke a city full of zombies? Man, they're letting people die who aren't even zombies. So, of course, they would nuke a city full of them. Hence, why I am saying that this is a very realistic zombie movie. The dialogue writing is kind of hit and miss. There's a lot of nihilistic humor infused into it, but it doesn't translate all too well all the time. कभी कभी थोड़ा awkward हो जाता है. I think it needed a lot of polishing. The comedic moments are much better. For example, the little scene with Dieter, Gus, and Vanderohe is hilarious. There's a big moment involving Valentine, the undead tiger, which is morbidly hilarious. There's the whole imaginary heist sequence, which is good. Or even the time loop theory that Vanderohe explains that's right in line with Snyder's love for mythology. And it's during these moments that the characters are kind of fleshed out and we kind of understand their philosophies. However, as a whole, since the dialogues aren't very crisp, you don't really get to delve into their psyche. Now, the cons. Someone like you or me knows that there's a sequel or a prequel coming. And we know about the golden rule that if you don't see a body or a pretty explicit scene of a character's arc coming to an end, there's a chance that they are going to be revived. If you have seen the movie, you will notice that many pivotal characters never reach the end of their arc. The open-endedness of only one character makes sense. You know who I am talking about. I'm not going to say it out loud, but you know. It's literally the closing shot of the movie. The ambiguous nature of the rest, though, feels like a betrayal of sorts. If you see the movie in isolation, it looks like bad writing. It's like, oh, you followed these characters throughout the movie, but you gotta wait to know where they're at in the next movie. Something like this is alright for the second or third installment in a franchise where you know that it's a franchise. However, as the first installment that banks on the expendable nature of its characters, nah, not so much. Snyder is 100% the king of title sequences. Not a single one of them is like the other, and they always slap hard. Just go and watch it, and you will see so many CGI heavy shots, crowd shots, action heavy shots, and that just proves how good of a visual storyteller Snyder is. I, for one, think that if he does silent films, they're gonna be the best silent films in modern film history. Don't believe me? Go and watch the short film he made with Samantha Wynn, who, by the way, is in Army of the Dead as Chambers. It's called Snow, Steam, Iron. He knows exactly what he needs to show, how he needs to show it, and for how long he needs to show it. And do you know what else he's good at? He's good at taking criticism, and the entirety of Army of the Dead is proof of it. You can totally watch this movie in isolation, that's okay. But you will miss out on Snyder's evolution as a filmmaker, more specifically, an action filmmaker. Earlier, Snyder used to create moments by playing them out in slow motion. I think that that's something that even Snyder wouldn't deny. What that would do is that it would make things look stylish, but it would rob it of its substance. And since he did it in every movie, moments from a horror movie, an action movie, and a superhero movie would look the same. Well, all of them would just look like action movies, is what I'm trying to say. And that's something that has been criticized a lot. In Army of the Dead, he has completely thrown that toolkit out of the window. Here, things are more intimate, scenes of tension are stretched out to the maximum, and the action is clean, quick, and brutal in the truest sense. There is a sense of scale, but it's merely treated like a backdrop for this small incident in Vegas. And that's the thing. Despite being nearly 140 minutes long, the movie is really well paced. As soon as the team steps foot on Vegas, it moves fast. I think the dialogue editing could have been a little better. There are some awkward gaps in there, probably for laughter, but yeah, they don't land all too well. As mentioned before, the production design is amazing. The visuals are just amazing. It's a good mix of practical and visual effects. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Valentine, right? No, I'm talking about Tig Notaro. She was digitally put in the movie. I'm not kidding. There's a really good article on that. I'll put a link to it in the description. Definitely check it out. Snyder and his team deserve all the awards for that alone. The costume design and makeup design are fantastic. I think Junkie XL's score should have been a little louder. There are some really great motifs in there, and it was kind of drowned by the rest of the sound effects. Or is that just me? Talking about motifs, there's a really sweet visual parallel between the imaginary heist sequence and the actual heist involving Dave Bautista. I thought it was cool. There's not a single bad performance. Everyone's great. Everyone gets their moments to shine, and they just nail it. That moment with Samantha, amazing. Theo Ross's screen time, perfectly sleazy. Matthias and Omari's chemistry, brilliant. Nora, so charismatic. Hiroki Sanada, elegant as usual. Tig Notaro, humorous as heck. Raul Castillo, so energetic. Huma's mere presence in the movie, so inspiring. Dave, Ella, and Anna's whole dynamic, so good. Dave is the heart of the movie, man. His vocal inflections, the way he carries himself, it's just great. But I think you already knew all that. I want to take this moment to appreciate Huma's inclusion in the movie. This is such a huge deal. She's in a Zack Snyder movie. Can you believe that? And not as some throwaway character. She's literally the center of the subplot of Kate's story. Do you realize what this means in terms of Indian representation? A lot. And I'm so happy for Huma. I truly am. And since this movie has so much unexplored lore, I truly hope that Snyder explores her story in much more detail just to please my Desi heart. Yes, I'm selfish. Sue me. Not really. I don't have a lot of money. Jokes aside, I'm really happy for Huma. She was great in the movie, and I cannot wait to see how this move will shape her future. Army of the Dead is great. It's a great zombie movie. It's a great Zack Snyder movie. It's the most non-Snyder movie. Do you get what I mean? It has some mind-blowing action. It has some good visuals. It has a stripped-down, intimate story with some decent character moments, and it has some amazing performances. I know that I have viewed it through the lens of this pandemic, but the pandemic is a part of our lives now. It's inescapable. And hence, ignoring it while talking about anything is next to impossible. I'm probably gonna rewatch it, that's how much I liked it. What are your thoughts on it though? Did you like it? Did you dislike it? Let me know in the comments. If you liked this video, press the like button, share it and subscribe to this channel. If you didn't, वो सब कर दो, फिर बताओ why you disliked it. And stay safe and stay healthy.